Hello, my name is Ertuğrul Kürkçü, and I'm the honorary chair of the People's Democratic Party in Turkey, the joint political party of the Kurds and Turkey's internationalists. 1 year is over since the Russian war on Ukraine started, and this is our third gathering for peace hosted by Podemos so far. And many thanks to Ione Belarra'ya for her encouraging opening remarks. We are grateful for this energetic response. Nevertheless, the targets set to achieve peace in our previous conference remain yet to be fulfilled. The first target, an immediate ceasefire, seems still unlikely. Instead, growing numbers of British, German, and American heavy weaponry is being deployed in Ukraine, and Russia calls hundreds of thousands of new reservists under arms, while Putin's closest allies warn the world with the use of nuclear weapons in case they lose a major conflict. Throughout this year of war, Russian internationalists admirably fought against Putin's imperialist fancies of reviving the Russian Empire. They have paid and still paying a very heavy price in the notorious Russian prisons. I doubt if we could accompany our comrades, our Russian comrades, if we could ardently criticize NATO's aggressive practices across Europe. In 2022, let aside exposing our own government's hypocritical justification of this unjust war, European internationalists had to helplessly watch NATO's further expansion to swallow once neutral states of Sweden and Finland in its fight for capitalist world domination. The growing illusory popular discourse on NATO's savior role for Europe have in turn imposed an unexpected burden on the Kurdish people and Turkey's internationalists. Many thanks to Giuliano, who pointed to this other war on the other end of Europe. Desperately in need of Turkey's consent for NATO enlargement, the European establishment has turned a blind eye on Erdogan's dictatorial rule and his war on Kurds at a time when we needed greater international solidarity. Whereas internationalist peace programs should, without any reservation, condone the recognition of self-determination simultaneously with the repudiation of annexations. That is, the internationalists of every nation should demand the right of secession for the nations that are oppressed by their nations. Erdogan's war in war, alongside its dark political consequences for both Kurds and Turks, have also led to the biggest humanitarian crisis in the 6 February earthquakes in mostly Kurdish and minority-populated 10 provinces. Under the pretext of keeping the army on war positions against Kurds, he has refused deployment of unarmed military personnel to the earthquake zones for search and rescue operations during the first 72 hours, the golden hours, thus causing tens of thousands remain trapped to death under the rubble, and in the aftermath have imposed emergency rule to halt independent relief efforts. I'm cutting short. A brief summary. War is the continuation of politics with other means, and in this sense, every war is a close war. And Georg Büchner's old maxim still rules: peace to the huts, war on the palaces. Thank you.